is Dylan. She's with Vodafone, so she's on the #1 global 5G network and she's saving hundreds. Dylan's always one step ahead. Like now, this vintage shop she follows posted an amazing
Welcome back to
so
SHARCOM
when she went to check it out
2021.
first, she's
And the
already
run coming
fallen
up
in
right
love with
now
it.
is going to be Super Mario Galaxy by Guff with an estimate of 3
The
hours
#1
and
global 5G
40
network,
minutes.
Vodafone.
Are we ready?
Yep, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, let's transition. There you go.
Ready? So, time will start as soon as I select OK here. So, 3, 2, 1, go. So,
GL.
yep. So first thing I'll point out here, as you know, as we notice here, we're on Korean right now, as that's the fastest language that we can play on for Switch. It's actually banned on Wii because of how you actually are supposed to get the Korean language on Wii, but it's readily available on Switch. So we're just mashing through this little intro sequence at the beginning. We're basically at a Star Festival, where we come and visit, Peach to celebrate the Star Festival. So we just got this simple long jump section here. And we just keep long jumping. That's basically one of the best movement options in this entire game is just long jumping. As you see here, I'm also collecting a bunch of star bits, which will be used in various ways later on in the run. There's one way you can use them. There's one where you can press a button and it shoots it from the cursor. Which you aim, if you're like me, I'm a pro controller, you just aim the controller around with motion controls. Or if you were playing on Wii, you would aim it at the sensor bar, which is a little bit easier, I'd say, because on Switch you have to press a button to reset the position, which you'll definitely need to use a lot if you're on a controller. Back to the star bits. We'll also need to pick up some of those little star bits for later levels, for some stars that we need to get. I'll probably explain which ones those are in a little bit. But right now we're just still in this little intro sequence. If you notice, the category is 90% Mario, because there's two categories for each main one. It's Mario and Luigi. Luigi actually skips this whole intro cutscene sequence. It goes straight all the way to the first actual bit of gameplay you have. So I guess I can somewhat explain the plot. This is just Mario game. Bowser kidnaps Peach, but in this game he kind of uses a lot of overboard stuff because we're going into space basically. Hence why it's called Super Mario Galaxy. So once again, we're back in the gameplay, just long jumping, and then for about 15 or so seconds, and then immediately go back into another cutscene, which is about 2 minutes, something like that. Let me see. So yeah, the movement options that we have in this game, mostly what I was doing there was just a bunch of long jumps, but once we get a little ways into this first level, we'll be able to do spin jumps, which is by either pressing Y on a Switch controller or just shaking the controller. That will be really useful for a lot of movement techniques in certain spots. There's some spots where you could jump up normally just without spinning, but you'll definitely want to get up to certain spots with spin jumps, because otherwise it'll be out of reach. There are also some pretty good skips and strats that we can do throughout this run that involve spin jumps, whatnot. One other thing that's also worth mentioning is gravity. Gravity is very prominent in this game. because you're moving from like planets to planets, and gravity, depending on where you are, the gravity will kind of like change once you go to a specific planet. And for like some skips, you'll be able to say just go from one planet to another without actually using the intended route. So you can just like go to another section of the game, basically, pretty easily and pretty fast. So we're coming up to the end of this little intro cutscene sequence. Mario is about to just rescue Peach there, but gets blasted away by Kamek or Magic Koopa, whichever one it is. Now we actually get into the first one here, first level that we do here, which is Gateway Galaxy. It's a pretty straightforward tutorial level, basically. It'll basically just help you at least learn some mechanics. So yeah. So first we're just following this little bunny around its path. It's not really a way to really speed it up. So here we just we go and find where the bunnies are. The first one is in this hole. Once we go into this hole, we get this little gravity thing. As you can see there. Oops. Just hold on. There we go. You can use the star bits to actually catch some of these bunnies, which you'll actually be able to use a couple times throughout the game. Next one is in this little grass area. Come on. Oh. Yep, there we go. And then we're gonna go back to that little pipe that was next to those little bulbs. I believe that's what they're called. Oops. Easy way to figure out where these are casually is if you walk by them. You'll be able to hear little bunny sounds, basically. And that's how you're supposed to find them casually. But if you know where they are in a speed run, they're fairly straightforward. So now we collected all the bunnies. We'll jump up here. Yep. Okay, got it. So now we'll actually be able to get the spin jump ability from Rosalina here. This will be the first of many little dialogues that we have with Rosalina throughout the game. She just like kind of explains, you know, some basic story stuff, plus about like other galaxies appearing and whatnot. But obviously, you know, we just skip through the boxes, the text boxes here. Should mention that like text boxes, you just skip them by holding A, and then once that one text box is done, you let go of A and press it immediately again. Okay, and then we use the spin jumps here to break the crystals, which will be destroying quite a few. So now we are collecting a bunch of star chips that will help you make like little launch stars. And around here, just dodging all the little meteors. Make sure you don't get hit by them. Long jump here. Oops. So one strat I'm doing there, I flick the camera up and down in order to skip a little, just about a little bit of time, trying to skip the extra little time from the land animation from launch stars. These little sling stars here, those don't work that way. You just have to do them normally. There we shoot the star bits into that beam to knock over the big Goomba. Oh. Yeah, I kind of hate when that happens. Like I said, gravity is kind of jank in this game sometimes, especially with controls. There are lots of times where I just end up going in circles for absolutely no reason. Oh, I missed it. Oopsie. You're supposed to jump away from that Luma and skip the text box, but I jumped a little too late. That's okay, though. Here now we just walk over to these little switches and turn them all blue to turn off the force field that holds this ground star. That was 4, I believe. And yeah, I'm very good at skipping text boxes. Very good. Yep, and now we get our first star in the game, which is a grand star here. Only difference between regular stars and grand stars is... The only difference is the fact that grand stars allow you to open up new galaxy locations, basically. Yeah, and that's Gateway Galaxy done. So now we are introduced to this little hub world here, the observatory, and we go from each like little dome that hosts the galaxies. We can just keep going in them, and like grabbing more stars as we we go. We need about I believe it's 60 stars in order to unlock the final Bowser fight, and then. We also do a bunch of interesting route stuff for stars. Like, for example, once we get to this beginning area, which is the first dome we go to is the terrace. Well, we're actually going into there for the first time. We'll actually be going there, I believe, 3 times, technically. Depending on the route we're doing. Basically right here, this is basically more lore about the game. Obviously, it's basically, you know, kind of typical Mario lore stuff. And just in a minute, we'll be able to get the ability to save, but we are not going to save because that takes a long time to save, and if you save on like every split, that's going to add up a lot. So you just like do not save at all throughout the run. So here are these little pull stars in order to get to the little list of galaxies that we have inside the domes. First one we do here is Good Egg Galaxy. And the first star is, like, the first galaxy here, you know, Good Egg is... It's still kind of another good tutorial level, to say the least. It at least helps you at least understand how to play the game a lot more. On top of this, we'll also have our first little boss fight. But it's fairly easy since it's the first level as well. So here we go over to the left over here, avoiding enemies. Long jumping. Long jumping alongside some of this. Yeah, we do a long jump up there to get to the launch star. We were supposed to talk to Illuma there and get like a little sling star, but that's slow because you have to actually talk to the Illuma. Oops, yeah. And then we got this little, another chip section for Boulder. Plus a bunch of mud that slows you down pretty heavily, as you can tell there. We got a little triple jump coming up here. Okay, never mind. I was about to do a triple jump there, but I landed on an enemy by accident. Over here, we jump up here. Over here, we're supposed to get this little big piranha plant, but we can just do that because the gravity fields in this game are very good. Yeah. I should point out that the star bits that we collect, I think we need about a total of 1,000 for across 2 levels in the hub world. But there are also a couple of stars that we actually have to have star bits in order to unlock a specific area within certain levels. So here, the first fight we have here is a little Dino Piranha. Basically, all you do is just go around the backside of the boss and just hit the tail. It's very simple. I believe that they, I'm not really sure about Galaxy 2's gravity skips because I'm not really that used to Galaxy 2, but chances are, since, you know, it's a sequel, it's probably going to be a lot more refined. And that's the end of the first star of Good Galaxy. No, one more thing I'll actually mention here is, once you complete stars, you'll get these little mini pop-ups. And if you do not collect any star bits or coins, you'll not get a text box for those, but if you do, then you lose a little bit of time because of how many, like, text boxes you have. Yeah, this one here is supposed to be just like a Starbit tutorial on like how to actually like shoot them. And we just collected those and then shot off about 5 at the limit there. So this next one we'll be doing here is Good Egg 2. I did mention about the kind of starbits we need for certain areas and levels, and this is the first one we have where we come across a Hungry Luma. And these are the ones that we'll end up needing to give starbits to in order to access levels. So I'm doing a bit of a starbit route here. These little rock formations, if you spin them, you actually you get starbits. Also, yeah, these little enemies there, they kind of stick onto you, and you have to spin them off in order to actually, like, kill them. That way. Yeah, I love when I'm, like, just doing that, and it spins me around. So I'll do a little skip here. With a home and ground pounds? Oops, I didn't hold the button, and I got the text box. This is going well. Okay, yeah, I was supposed to hold down that whole time, but that worked at the very least, second time. Because it allows you to go just straight to the launch star without having to do extra stuff. So we got the little grass starbits there on that planet. We'll grab those over in the distance on this planet. We skip that. We have 81. We have quite a few. I can probably skip all the grass ones here. So, destroy a couple more crystals. Actually, I lied. I need to have exactly 100. So now we go over to the Hungry Luma and give it all of my 100 star bits in order to access this second star of Good Day Galaxy. And we just feed the Luma, since, you know, it's called Hungry Luma, so and it just feeds off the star bits. And then when you feed it star bits, it does this. It actually just transforms into a whole planet, and then we get a little pink launch star here. Rest of this level is basically just platform and stuff, honestly. We backflip off of, yeah. We'll actually be backflipping up off of, like, a lot of stuff. In order to get, like, across to specific levels, we'll use, like long distance jumps, we'll use long jumps, but then higher up stuff we'll use spin jumps as well as, like, backflips. We'll back up here through this gravity area. Just make sure you don't hit that. Don't get squished by that thing, or else you'll, like, instantly die. And then here, you're supposed to, like, get pole star chips. But, instead of doing that, you can just long jump over there. Fairly easy. And, we are done with Good Day Galaxy for the meanwhile. It'll be quite a long time until we actually, go back there. I think we only go there for like one more star. That's like way later. That little pop-up was just to tell us that we have a new galaxy, and we're actually going straight to it. This is a Honey Hive Galaxy, where we actually get introduced to a new power-up, the Bee Mario outfit, the Bee Mushroom. Oops. Yeah, if I'm like moving around on here, I have to like press R in order to like reset my controller on the Star Select so I can instantly select it. So here there does exist a very fast strat where you can skip about like a big chunk of the level. It involves going along the tree off to the left side where my cursor is, but that is very hard for me to learn. So instead I'm doing this, instead of going, there's like a little area off to the left off of that fountain. Those little things still get in the way a lot of times. But yeah, this one's basically playing casually for the most part. If you're not doing the fast tree strat, but yeah. So here, the Bee Mario outfit allows you to fly while holding jump. It's very useful for the levels that it actually appears in, but then like otherwise it's really nothing too special. Here I'll be just climbing up these little honeycombs as Bee Mario. The costume allows you to climb up these as well. So doing this, spin the piranha plant, and it gives you a little plant here, a little vine. Then here we collect these little star chips on top of the Honey Queen here, mostly because from what I remember, I think the game is just saying that like she's like itching or whatever, and she can't figure out how to get rid of it. So, of course, the way to solve it is just to climb on the Honey Queen as Bee Mario. Here we're coming up to the very end of this, where we just end up talking to Cat and Toad, because they end up getting stranded up on this tree, and this is right above where you kind of start in this level. And, like, that's what I was, like, referring to with the tree strat, but it's very difficult to learn, especially at like my level at the moment. Next one we have here is gonna be Honey Hive 2, but right after we get brought back to the hub world, because we actually bring back Cat and Toad with us, and they'll actually be over there onto the left. There's not really anything important about it. It's just that they're just there. But they will appear occasionally in like later stars. So Honey Hive 2, there are a couple different skips you can do. I'll be doing the easier skip, since the first one's also a little bit tricky, but the second one saves just a little bit more than just doing it casually. Because here you get like a little bit of a mini boss, which we'll see in a little bit. Here's one strat that you'll want to do. Here is do a little float climb, where we just walk up and spin jump, and just repeatedly mash spin jump when we're doing that. It's very simple to learn if you do it that way. We're doing it once more. Oh, I messed that up somehow. I think I know exactly what my issue is. Yeah, I needed to start a little bit earlier. Back there, if you saw that little hill onto the left, that's where we're supposed to go normally, but we end up having to like do some weird little like dialogue thing with a sign that can talk to us, because Mario games like to have some interest in NPCs. Here comes the skip where I will line up under this piranha plant and do a wall jump and then a spin. Or a backflip, wall jump and spin. And then to a different gravity field. Okay. Oops. Yeah, that hard landing. If you fall from like a great enough distance, you'll end up having that happen. And you can't really move out of it. I believe, I'm not really sure if I can like do that with the camera trick. But yeah, that was a little mini boss. Pretty easy though. Though we will actually get like another boss right up into the next star. I'd say is just a little bit more difficult. Because it actually has a lot more phases. I believe this will be the last Honey Hive star for a while. So here we will be fighting the Bugaboom boss. That planet they're showing there, that will be the one that where the boss is. Essentially, this whole area gets like infested with all the bugs here. Make sure I don't get hit by that. I had one time where I got hit by that immediately in the start and then died. It was pretty dumb. But luckily it was at the very start of the level, and it's not like much later. So here we'll be prompted to get the bee outfit again. And we're supposed to take these little flowers and like swing on them, but it's just slightly slower. And here's the Bugaboom boss. There's about like 3 different phases here. First one is very simple, just go up to it and then just ground pound here. Second one might be a little tricky. I'm gonna attempt to go over here to the water and get rid of the Bee Mario costume, and then triple jump. Ah, I messed it up. Hold on. Okay, there we go. That worked as interesting backup. This next one turns red and like goes sideways. I'll line up on this flower and do a backflip and then Oh, okay. That was weird. I got hit, but I didn't. I immediately stopped in being in like the damage state. That was a little weird, but yeah, it's okay-ish. Bugaboom fight. So Good Egg and Honey Hive were basically like the main levels. But these next couple ones I'm going to be doing here will be, I believe, one-off levels that have a single star in them. Okay, this one is Loop-de-Loop. This is kinda... This is where like the Wii motion controls gimmick kinda starts to like show a bit in this game. Because you'll be doing like this little swim section. You can swim as Mario, but for this one we're swimming on that little manta ray there. And we use we move the controller in order to actually move the manta ray. And it becomes kinda tedious at times. Just because like you actually have to just like position it correctly, especially at the beginning, where you have to hold it in a specific direction. Like here I held that straight, and then I hold this like left and right. And then I have to wait for it to actually like start like accepting my input there. But yeah. Yeah, we just move left and right with the controller. It's very fun. Somewhat. There's not really too much to go off of here, so it's basically just the same little thing as you would like do casually, just like just like keep going full speed and just like don't end up like breaking. There's not really like too much to really go off of here. Host, if you want to do any like donations, if there's any, that'd be appreciated.
We have not received any donations yet, but if you would like to donate, you can donate through the link in chat or down below. Also, bits and subscriptions will go towards the 3 charities. The 3 charities that we are supporting will be including the Trevor Project, Save the Children, and Free50.org. So, if you have the extra money, it would be very appreciated, and it is for a good cause.
So here, coming up, we'll be just finishing this. Almost a 101, or 100. 100. Yeah, and then we just climb up this whole podium and grab the star, and the star is ours. So that was one of the first one-off galaxies, and we'll be doing another one. Should be Flip Switch, which is a lot shorter and more straightforward. Yeah, as you can tell, depending on what stars you do and what you get them in, you'll get like a lot of pop-ups, depending on like if there's a new galaxy available. There was a pop-up for like a Hungry Luma. That one will be actually coming to you a little bit later. About midway to the run, something like that. Flip Switch Galaxy, basically you just walk over all these switches and turn them yellow, and then you'll be able to get the star. Main gimmick here, the main obstacles are these little things that can kind of just electrocute you. And also this platform, which I have died off of one time. Actually, I did that in my PB run yesterday. It was very funny, but also kind of dumb. Yeah. Oops. I thought I went over that, but okay. But yeah, this thing here, I forget what it's called, but it sends out those little electric shock waves, and just, if you get up close to it, it acts as like kind of a spring, basically. So now we'll actually be coming up to our first big major boss fight with Bowser Jr. We have like there's like 2 separate little boss fights that exist. There's Bowser Jr. and Bowser. Bowser Jr. has like kind of more unique boss fights, while Bowser is pretty straightforward, just with like different attack patterns. The first one we'll actually be doing is Mega Leg. It's just like a giant robot that has like a star in its little case up there. And we have to destroy that case in order to get the star and just defeat the boss. So up here, I'm gonna attempt to skip, triple jump off that little glass here, and get gravity fields. That didn't work that time. I'll do it a couple more times and then do it normally. Yeah, this trick can be a little bit finicky at times. Really? Okay, one more time. Okay. Yeah, that trick is very finicky, because you have to kind of jump off of an exact, kind of more precise spot in order to skip the gravity field. Okay, that was kind of a risky move. But yeah, this is like the intended way you're supposed to do it. Just getting get the bullet bill over to the case where the star is. Unfortunate that the skip didn't work, but it would have instantly made me like go over to the Mega Leg planet, and I would have had to go over to where we start here in order to actually trigger it. It'd be really cool if you could like actually just defeat the boss without actually starting it, but I guess, you know, Nintendo actually kind of thinks ahead of time for something like that. So here we'll actually be getting on top of the leg. Oh, never mind. uh, but now we get onto the leg. Here. Oh, that was good. That was a little good long jump. That wasn't though. And here we have a bullet bill here. We get that. We use that specific bullet bill to destroy both cases. You destroyed that one. It seems very easy, but then you get this little reinforcement gate that exists. Hopefully that works. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you just backflip over there, or alternatively, you could just have one of them hit the cages and then just bring another one in there. But that's kind of the faster way to do it. And this is our second Grand Star here. That'll be the end of the first visit of Terrace. And now, now that we have the Grand Star here, we actually are able to access the fountain, which is over in the distance there. You can see it just lit up in the background there. Unfortunately, probably one of my most like feared stars. There's a few stars that I'm kind of like scared about when it comes to like doing in a speed run. I have those coming up fairly soon. Actually, the first one that we do is actually pretty tough for me to like actually get because we have to do like a somewhat precise skip, and sometimes it's kind of hard to get it correct. Especially if you're like me, who kind of panics sometimes. When you don't actually get the skip. So here we'll just be going over to the dome over here. There's a triple jump thing where you can skip doing this little warp here, but I'm bad at that triple jump, so I just opt to do that instead. So here, our first galaxy here, unlocked with 9 stars, is Space Jump Galaxy. There are about 3 stars we end up doing in this galaxy. So the first one we have here is Space Jump 1. To be honest, I wish I could remember the exact names of some of these stars, but I can't really remember because I kind of go off of like the text up here, but it's in Korean, so I can't really understand it. To be fair, like, this game doesn't really rely too much on reading abilities. So here I'm gonna line up here. Let me just reset this lineup. Hold down. I'm trying to make Mario's back face up and spin out. Now that's not gonna work. Basically, it'll make me like skip over to a further part of the level fairly fast. I need to line this up a lot better. Okay, yeah, that's not... Okay, one more time, and then I'm actually just gonna play it casually. Because... yeah, this one is pretty rough. Yeah, I'm supposed to, like, spin out of it, and Gravity Field will actually get me. As long as I'm holding down, but unfortunately, I just... Whoops. So here... So basically, we end up skipping this whole, oh my god. We end up skipping this section, which requires us to get more star chips. So yeah, that trick is very tough to get like down fairly consistently. I think we would the skip would bring us all the way to these little planets where it's just entirely a pole star. But yeah, it would bring us to that last one, I believe. Here we just kind of go speedy with these pull stars. Also, if you like cancel out of a pull star and then with spinning, while actually like still having momentum, you end up kind of keeping that momentum. So here we just free these toads out of the crystals, and our good old pal Captain Toad is back. Unfortunately, he's just there to rescue the other toads. So here, we got this little platforming section where we have to collect silver stars in order to unlock the main star. This is a little bit tight, depending on, you know, which strat you do. I'm gonna kinda YOLO it here. I know where the stars are. Oh god, that was pretty close. It's kinda hard for me to really explain the exact routing. I'm gonna take this one safe. We actually end up coming back to this level in a different way later, but the catch with this one is with that one is if I die in that level, I start from the very beginning of it, and that especially with a split like that, that is pretty rough. With platforming like that, I'm actually glad that I got that pretty well first try. But I'll be, when I come back to that later, I should be a lot more safer with it on most of the stars. I forgot to reset my cursor. We'll be going back here to Space Junk for the second star. Up to another boss fight. There's actually an interesting strat that higher level runners do for this, just so that this fight goes well, is that before starting a run, they end up, starting this star, and then once they get to the boss fight, they end up trying to remember the exact details, but it's just you skip you make sure that the boss has the right cycles the whole time. But I didn't set that up because you know, still kind of getting used to like the simpler strats that are kind of easier to learn. Of course. So I'm supposed to throw that shell into the chest, but then the Magic Koopa just got in the way there. So I have to throw another one. Wastes a little bit of time, but it's okay. Here we'll be throwing these at these little octo enemies. I forget what they're exactly called. Now let me try this. I'll be triple jumping up here with a shell in order to get an instant hit from the beginning. Hey, there we go. I messed that up in my TV last night. Good thing, because you end up speeding this fight speeding up a lot faster. I almost thought that was gonna miss. I was gonna be mad. So the cycle here, this is boss fight for Kamala. It's just making sure. Okay, I just wait until she like actually gets a little stationary so I can actually throw it. Some people kind of throw it while she's moving, but I play it a lot safer. I'm just killing these little Magic Koopas that she throws out. And yep, 3 hits there. Boss fight is definitely sped up a lot if you have that green shell at the beginning, so you don't have to wait like an additional like turn for the fight. But that was actually a gold segment. That's pretty cool. So this next one is gonna be, what is this? Rolling Green Galaxy. This is another kind of motion control heavy level, kind of like loop-de-loop. Except this time, it's a little bit tougher. Because what we do here is we end up using a little ball. We end up controlling the ball with the controller. And the course is just a little bit tight to the point where it's, like, if you control it in the wrong way, you end up, falling off the course. So yeah, the ball has the star in it, so we have to bring the ball over, all the way over to the main hole. Okay. And there we just hold it straight up just to get through the little tutorial thing. And then here we hold forward on the controller in order to actually, move forward. Nice. I got that. It's pretty easy to get that, like, straight into that hole, like, instantly, but sometimes you kinda end up messing it up a bit. One thing to note here is the enemies, you kinda want to avoid them, if you want to go, like, really fast, because the hidden and jumping, well, jumping kind of slows your momentum down, but enemies, like, completely slow them down, like, completely destroy your momentum, and you have to rebuild it back up. So yeah, that little route I did there, I believe that's the fastest one? I'm not entirely sure. And then we just climb up that little pole there and grab the star. Maybe going back to, the next new level here. Battle Rock. Oh, goodness. Oh, I wasn't supposed to collect star bits there, that's okay. To be fair, like, when you have splits up, you can have, certain levels, and have them show, like, specific star bits that you would want to collect in that level. I have, like, splits and, like, nodes set up so that, depending on what level it is, I follow the little star bit route for that. Like here, Battle Rock 1, I'm supposed to collect about 90 star bits. But it's fairly easy to get that much. I'll be doing this little skip here, another like triple jump skip. That was not a triple jump. Yeah, this one is a little tough because I have to like jump over the edge. Oh my god, I'm like holding back way too early. I'm supposed to like hold back. Okay, one more time. Yeah, I'm supposed to like, I'm doing like the jumps way too early there. Okay, okay, there we go. I thought that wasn't gonna make it, but did. I can't even remember how many times that was, but hey, let's go. we can just act like that was first try. Nothing went wrong. This is basically a kind of auto-score level. There's not really a fast way to really speed up the process of the level besides that little triple jump at the beginning. But basically we just avoid all these little, I'm not really, not entirely sure what to call these, but you know, they explode when you, contact with them, and you just basically avoid them. You also avoid these little, electric fields here. Oh, and then here I need to actually, like, pay attention and collect some of the star bits. So here, actually, no, wait, not yet. I think once we get to the end of this one, we'll long jump over, and then we have to deal with redirecting another bullet bill to a cage. That is very fun. I'm just gonna intentionally let this one hit this cage. It's kind of hard to make it not avoid the starbit cage, but you know, extra starbits are always usually a good thing. So we just bring this over. Hello? Okay. I thought it was gonna just ignore me for a moment. That would have been funny. Oh, I'm missing the jump too. Yeah, that's Battle Rock Run. looks like we got 2 gifted subs from Player Game SK. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for the support for charity. So there, that's just like a Comet Luma. That's what I was kind of alluding to when I meant coming back to the Space Junk 1 level. Because we end up having to do that under a kind of speedrun timer, but all comets, if you die in those comets, you have to start all over from the beginning. There's a couple different ones. I believe it's Daredevils, which it's 1 HP runs, which is primarily used on boss fights. Then there is the speed runs, where you have to complete the level under a timer. But, you know, if you like speedrun it, it's not that bad. Besides, you know, the fact that it's like death brings you back all the way to start. Then there's purple coins, but those do not exist until post-game, after you beat the last Bowser battle. And then there is a, I think it's a cosmic comet, where you race against a cosmic version of Mario to a specific point to grab a star. So here we're introduced to destroying these little cases, little glasses with the bombs here. There isn't no. It's basically very straightforward. Let me talk to this Luma, and we're. Whoops. That was a weird jump. I also keep forgetting to I kind of forget to actually like let go of the A button when I'm doing the text boxes. So we got these little mines here. I'm just taking it easy because, you know, hitting the mines will damage you. It's nothing too bad. Just collect some star bits around here. Here we go into this pipe. I forget exactly what that switch does. I think it's either star bits or coins. But that's obviously not needed. Unless, like, you actually need, like, health or something. Here we actually are introduced to a cannon where we aim the cursor and shoot, basically. And there we're supposed to hit all those crystals, including the one on the Luma, so it turns into a launch star. I think there are some times where you actually, like, you don't actually hit the one with the Luma in it, but you only hit, like, the outside one. That's kind of frustrating at times. And here we just avoid these electrical lines here. And we get another cannon. I got a shot there, but I'm just taking it easy because just to make sure. Okay, good. It is easy to just overshoot that star and die. Because yeah, if you overshoot it, you just die. But luckily with checkpoint systems in this, you kind of start back to where that last bomb is. So here is the speedrun comet that we do for Space Junk 1. We just replay through the entirety of Space Junk 1 under the timer. I kind of forget how much time is on it. I think it's like five or so minutes, but it shouldn't take that long in just a standard speedrun. Oh no, it's 4 minutes, my bad. But that's still fine. I'm gonna attempt, because of the timer, just in case, I'm gonna do this skip once. If it doesn't work, then that's fine. Nah, okay. Yeah, I have lost all consistency in that strat somehow. kind of sucks, but whatever. So now we do this again. Yeah, there's not really much else to say during this that wasn't already said. It's just the only difference I'll do is just make sure I just don't end up dying during the last section. Mainly because I'll just be like taking it way safer. Come on. I didn't think that the pole star planets would be that finicky at long range, but I guess it is.
So, how long have you been running this game for?
I ran it initially back around earlier this year, after I did a run on Blind Runners. And then when I did that, and then I kind of took somewhat of a hiatus from this game for like a while. Then I only like came back to like running this again like a couple weeks ago. Mainly, and I was mainly just like learning all the main speedrun strats since my original PB didn't really do many major strats. Hence why like I managed to get like a what was it, that 41-minute PB, which is pretty huge.
Do you know how ahead or behind you are right now?
I'm gonna be a little over 2 minutes behind after this split because I couldn't get the main like little skip with the pole stars.
And then what is your current PB?
It's a 308.42.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm still like pretty red at the moment, but I'd be saving a lot more time if I actually got that pole star skip. But I kind of haven't really been extremely consistent at it. Because like the main thing you're supposed to do for that skip is supposed to be like have Mario's back facing up towards the screen, towards like the top of the screen when you pull onto that that one pole star next to the L rock formation. I'm supposed to like do that, but then I guess I kind of just look at the angle incorrectly and I just mess it up. But yeah. Anyways, we'll be going on to Battle Rock 3, which is where we're doing a fight against these little top men, which basically just spin around and they try to like hit you by just spinning into you. That was a nice long jump. And here we just avoid these little mines here. But it's not too hard. And then just long jump over. Okay, never mind. That's not supposed to happen, but you know, gravity in this game is very fun. So one thing I'll do here, line up correctly, is you can actually shoot. Whoops. I wasn't supposed to do that, but okay. But one thing you're able to do with the top men is you can actually shoot them with the star bits, and then that kind of acts like you actually spin them. Here we go into this little pipe here, and then we get the kind of little, like a little flip switch thing here that switches to gravity. Oh wow. And obviously, you know, who needs to follow the like regular route when you can just like abuse the gravity in this game? So yeah. Oh. Yeah, and in here we end up getting lowered into this other area with more top men. There's about 2 of them. And oh, and yeah, just like the first one, we just shoot starbits in there. Also, one thing to note there is the little ground pounds I do, that just speeds up falling down. Because I end up just, because normally you just have to wait out the, like, fallen animation as Mario, but then if you ground pound, it makes you go, like, insanely fast. So yeah, here we jump onto this little... Okay. We jump onto this little, oops. I'm paying too much attention on trying to collect star bits. That's okay. But, yeah, we jump onto that and then spin it into the electric field. And that's basically the boss fight. And I hope you like that boss fight, because we get to do it again, immediately after, but this time, with 1 HP. But this is, like, probably one of the easiest, I believe this is a Daredevil Comet. It's probably, like, one of the easiest Daredevil Comets in this game, to be honest. Especially since that one was pretty quick. This one shouldn't really take any time, that much time. Shouldn't really, like, yeah. But yeah, the Daredevil, like I said, it's just 1 HP. If you get hit, you die. Though, there is a way to live, kinda, if you end up getting hit, but then you end up, like, landing on top of a coin while in that damage state. But, it's very luck dependent on whether or not there's a coin nearby. So... yeah. Should also mention that, these little, oops. These little top men here, the yellow ones, those are just there to, like, kind of they're just a bit of a nuisance, because, like, they're just there, but luckily compared to, like, the red and the saw one, like, they're very easy to, like, take out. Because I believe, well, because they're so tiny, they end up getting launched a little bit further, a little bit. So here we actually get our first main Bowser fight here. And right off the bat, we'll be doing the only, like, death warp that exists in this run in particular. I don't remember if there's... I'm not really too knowledgeable of, like, the 120 star route, but I don't remember if there's, like, any other stars that kind of use this death warp thing. So immediately I'll be going up to this far bar. Actually, I'll just let that spin by. Okay, yeah, that should work, because the gravity changed there. And wouldn't you know? So I had my first intentional death, and then my first unintentional death. I'm so good. That was definitely dumb on my part, because of the climb onto that, thing. Oh. Oh, God. That is not supposed to be that dangerous, but, yeah. Yeah, these fire bars that exist here, they are, pretty annoying, honestly. Pretty annoying. Here, I'm gonna grab a coin, just so I can have, like, full HP here. Actually, it doesn't really matter, because you have the coins there. But yeah, the fire bars are kind of annoying if you get hit, especially because, the fire effect has you, like, bounce up and down. You kind of have to wait a little bit. Nice. Instead of just going along that entire staircase, you can just long jump up there to where Bowser is and skips a little bit. A little bit more of getting to him. So the main gimmick with the Bowser fights in this game is you basically have him land on these little blue things on the planets. Because underneath, that's basically where, like, lava is. Yep. Yeah, you have him land there, and then he spins around the planet with his, like, tail on fire. And then you're supposed to hit him twice, or 3 times, depending on what phase he's on. Okay, I tried to crawl under him and, hit him to make him finish that fireball phase a little faster, but that fireball phase is already short enough. Yeah, this time I think we actually hit him 3 times. Okay. It's okay, I didn't want that to work anyways. So yeah, the boss fights in this game, the Bowser boss fights are like really straightforward. But in like a speedrun setting, depending on which fight it is, if you want to like speed up certain phases, you end up having to like kind of hit him during the attacks to the point where he'll actually like move on to the next section of his fight. But yeah, the first one, that one's pretty straightforward. And we're gonna get yet another, or third Grand Star to unlock the next dome, which is the kitchen. There we go. It's alright. Fountain time. I think my splits I have up here say like 105.49. It's okay, I guess. Especially with missing some of the skips. So yeah, now we'll go on to the kitchen. Right over there. This is probably like one of the only, well, actually no, the fountain has like a triple jump strat to get up to it. The kitchen has one as well, but I find the kitchen one to be a lot easier because if you fall down on like trying to jump up to the kitchen, you just end up landing on floor, as opposed to the fountain where you end up like falling into space there and get like pulled back up onto the thing. Nice. I didn't even need to backflip off of that. So yeah, we got the kitchen here, and our first level here is going to be Beach Bowl Galaxy, which is basically a water level in a way. But we don't really spend too much time in the water for this galaxy, to be honest. There is another galaxy we end up doing that's much later, that is basically all swimming, as opposed to this. So here normally we're supposed to pick up like a bunch of star chips. We're supposed to pick up like a bunch of star chips in order to reach up to this like little upper area. But instead, what we'll do here is climb up onto this tree. And line up here. Okay. This trick is going to be a bit finicky. Yeah, I had a feeling. Oh, I thought that was starting up the attack. I'm just getting out of the way. I'm going to try this one more time because this one kind of sucks to do. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to go around. Doesn't really lose too much time unless you actually, like, do the strat like a bunch of times. But basically, well, that part that I was like failing on, I recently found out that the reason why like you can't really get that strat to work is because there's a property that Mario has. I believe it's tilt, and depending on what kind of tilt you have, it ends up making that strat either like possible or not possible. Especially as Mario. The Mario one is very tough. If you do this as like Luigi, it's a lot easier, but it's still gonna be a little tough. Oh no, not yet. So we now go on to Beach Ball 2. In this one, we're supposed to basically grab a golden shell for this penguin coach. And whoever, you know, basically says that whoever has it gets like a special reward or whatever. But you know, there's a bunch of penguins around and they're trying to get it, but you know, we don't allow fun, I guess, and just we as totally not a penguin just take the golden shell straight from the penguins. So here, I'll be falling. Okay, yeah, they're right there. So yeah, this golden shell, it's very. Oh, that's alright. But yeah, we in water you actually spin to go pretty fast. It's basically you just mash spin in order to like go fast in water, unless you have like a shell. At which point you kind of go around at similar speed. Though that depends on if you're playing as Mario or Luigi. Also, yeah, after that we don't even need to keep the shell. We can just throw it away. But yeah. So, our last... Oh wait, no, not last, our third star for Beach Bowl is gonna be this, this little, area where we go into we go inside a cave, then we go up to, like, that thing there, with a bunch of, I believe it's thwomps. I sometimes just get confused whether it's womps or thwomps, I just kinda get confused on my own. But, we got those and those little blocks there. Here we go down here and grab a shell. Here, I'll take the penguin shell. And then we hit this little rock formation in order to unlock this little cave. Whoops. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of this game's water controls, to be honest. But yeah. Yeah. And then there's also bats there, but they don't really serve as much of an obstacle. Okay, wait, that's coming over. Oops. That almost was a little too late, but that's okay. So we just do this little platforming section here. Just making sure we don't get squished by any of those little things. I forget what the blocks are that rotate around the map. I forgot what they're called, but these ones are kinda... I'm just gonna wait here just for safety. These ones are kinda buggy at times, where if you sit around like its edge, if you stand like near the edge of those little blocks, there's a chance that you would like die instantaneously despite not actually being squished. It's kinda dumb, but yeah. There are some things in this game that kind of just don't make sense, but you know, it's whatever. I believe we will be coming back to that later, though, because we have that as another comment. Yeah. Yeah, this game, you can tell that like if you've only ever played this game, you would think it's like very polished, but then if you actually play like Galaxy 2, there's a bit more polish. Basically, since you know you have a little bit more time to like work on it and you know enhance the like just all the like physics stuff. So I came back here to Beach Ball 3 because we actually ended up doing a secret star, and we need a shell for this. Oops. Okay, it's a little finicky. The worst thing that kind of sucks about like holding shells is that you can only really walk and jump. You can't really long jump. Just because that's how it works. So we get this little planet with cataquacks. You might remember them from little like Mario Sunshine. They okay, I don't know why I got turned around. No, I'm gonna. That was kind of semi-diagonal. I don't really want that. So yeah, we have Ice Mario here that allows us to walk over water and also do this. Alternatively, you could do that. There is a strat where you can get up there without having to use these cataquacks, but I kind of am inconsistent at that. Because the platform is kind of a little hard to do. But yeah, having to force the cataquacks over there, over the little ice platforms that Ice Mario leaves. So now we have, we're leaving, so there's a comet there for, Beach Bowl, but we're coming back to that later. I should actually mention that, this game, like, some of the star routes that we do for this game are mainly because we want to have very consistent comet cycles. I'm not really, like, a full expert on how the comet cycles work, but I believe it depends on how many stars you do once comets are available. They kind of actually go in a cycle between, like, say, if there's a star that actually has a comet available, you're actually able to well, if it's multiple stars, come on. Yeah, if it's multiple stars you have available that are able to have a comet, then that kind of cycles in between that, depending on like the star you complete. And we usually just want the like a consistent cycle to have like the same comet route the entire run. So anyways, I should be explaining this level. This is Ghostly Galaxy 1. I'm already forgetting the route here. That's okay. Here I basically am supposed to like kill that boo to open up that door, with a light, but because of how like OP Star Mario is, you know, because it's just invincible, you're just able to kill it instantly without having to redirect it to light. And then there we just did like Star Chip route, or alongside the little gravity area. Let me just make sure. Yep. Okay, there's a skip there where you can like clip into the last little room that you need to go into, but not really good at that route. And here, speaking of boos, we actually have Boo Mario here, where we just fly around as a boo, and we can actually phase through walls like that, dependent on like if it's like a gate like that. And then if you touch light, you end up losing the ability, similar to like how B Mario you lose the B Mario outfit if you touch water. Interesting thing to note with Boo Mario is if you end up coming across another Boo as Boo Mario, that Boo will actually be like going towards you, and it'll just be going towards you, and it'll probably like damage you if it touches you. So, as you saw there, we actually rescued Luigi, and he had a star. And Luigi is actually very important for the route, because we end up having to talk to him, like, ahead of time here. Because he ends up finding stars, but he doesn't find stars until we talk to him, like, about right here. Oh, nice bouncing off Cat and Toad. But we end up having to talk to Luigi here in order to actually make sure he actually goes towards, finding stars. And in here, we go to this Hungry Luma that was available for since very early on. And we give it 400 star bits. We had about 100 extra, just for just for safety. And this is the first little Hungry Luma star that Hungry Luma Galaxy that we have. I think this is the first of two, I believe, in this entire run. The second one, I believe, is at like the tail end of the game. I need a 600 for that one. So here, this is just Sweet Sweet Galaxy. This is mainly just platforming and making sure you just don't fall into these little holes in the platforms. Sometimes, I believe that these are all like on the same cycle, these little platforms. There's like the brown ones, the brown platforms that have just like it's just a singular hole. This area is kinda risky. Oh. Should have picked up the 1-up for good luck. But yeah. But yeah, the movement in this game, especially with something like this, it's just... Oh, goodness. I almost fell. That would have been bad. Okay. Also didn't collect any star bits. I basically should shoot out all the star bits on, like, levels I don't really need them for. Especially with, like, the extras that I have. But yeah, long jumping, you just, for levels like those, you just chain a bunch of long jumps. That's basically the entire movement option you have. And here, here's another one that's important for the route, is Mail Toad here. He basically just gave us like a little mail saying that Luigi is stuck in this little area, can you find him? And then in that image, he was stuck over in Godot Galaxy on top of the roof at the beginning of the level. So we end up going to him and basically just rescuing him. Especially with like this star, this one's like really one of the easiest ones. We just worked at the first level here. Really? Okay. Okay, I don't know how I'm messing up this house jump, but I guess I am. But yeah, I guess the intended way is to go onto that, find an orange pipe that looks like that on the other side of this, this little planet. But, it's just literally just easy to just triple jump up to it, or do what I did and just like do a backflip and flip off of the wall. And conveniently, out here, because we're still in the terrace, we're conveniently going back here and going to our Honey Hive Comet, which is another type of comet that we have here. We had the Speedrun and the Daredevil. Now this is the Cosmic one. We end up racing against a cosmic version of Mario to a star specifically, and we just raced them. And that route there that it was just showing, that's definitely not where we're going. If I'm basically doing the exact same route that I did for Honey Hive 1. Actually, I don't even think I really need to long jump there, but it's whatever. Let me just make sure. Okay, cool. Oops. So that little thing there, I just did like a start boost that you can do if you hold down crouch and then like hold forward and then press A or your jump button at the right time. You end up just okay, I don't know why I did that. If you just jump, if you press it at the right time, you end up getting that little speed boost. I believe there's one that I don't really do it for, just because it's, you know, there's one star where it's really not worth doing that launch over, because you're right next to an edge of the level when you do that. When you do that one, but that'll be much later. So now we're gonna go back all the way to the kitchen. Chain the long jumps and a triple jump up here. Oh, that was almost bad. That little thing that happens sometimes when you do when you collide with a wall like that, when you're about to like wall jump and stuff, is kind of annoying. Oh no, wait, that's not the one. I will be doing that level in a little bit, right after this one, but yeah, I kind of just read my route incorrectly, or I just like looked ahead. So here we'll be going to the second star of Ghosty Galaxy, except we're not going to do this star, as there's actually a secret star that we can access at the beginning of this one, which is much faster. That one we're just supposed to race we're supposed to like race against like a speed boo, and we're just ignoring that. Here, yeah, we hit that one. That was next to the Rainbow Star thing, and we end up going to this little matter planet that exists. And the main gimmick of this one is platforms aren't you aren't able to like jump over specific platforms if they're not visible. I was supposed to like touch that coin and then let the platforms like move on, but you don't need to do that. Now we're doing this like little somewhat over-scroller. There's a way to actually do this way faster, but it's nice to just take it safe. We're just gonna avoid that coin just to get rid of an additional text box after this star completes. So actually, sure, pick up that one up. Okay. I love how like the platform was it's just visible the moment I collect the key. That's a way to like speed that up, but it was just barely faster if I just waited for the platform, but it's whatever. There's a way to like do it without even like collecting a single. I believe there's a way to like collect it with just a single like key, but I haven't really looked into doing that strat. So this one is another motion control level, Bubble Breeze, where we move the controller around Mario and press like B or A to just blow air at a bubble to move him around a level. This one does have a pretty speedy skip for the second part. This first part, there's not really a way to really skip this. Whoopsie. That could have been bad. But yeah, if you land in this stuff, you'll just instantly die. Just like slowly fall into it. But yeah, here you just blow air. Yeah, motion controls are very fun. I also love getting stuck on things like that. Oh goodness. Just take it easy. Especially with those mines, those are very easy to pop the bubble on. Because if you just pop the bubble, you'll just fall into the little goop there. So here I'll be doing a skip. Here, I'll put some star bits here. I'll be doing a skip right here. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, okay, good. You can just backflip onto that little wall there and just long jump over to the star. It is like you have to backflip on kind of specific part, because if you like go too far or like don't go far enough, you'll end up like sliding into the goop and you'll die and have to set that up again, which is kind of annoying. But at the very least, you spawn like right where the setup is. So we'll be going back to the Beach Ball 3-star with the Speedy Foes Comet. I think I forgot to mention this one earlier among the comet listings. The difference here is like those things, the thwomps and the blocks there, they are much faster. So you would end up having to play it a little bit safer than say if you're doing this normally. Yeah, these blocks are no joke on Speedy Foes. The fast foe ones are, I mean, like, as long as you, like, actually take your time, it's pretty easy. I forgot to mention that there is a skip there, but we don't do that in this run because it's very hard as Mario. As Luigi, I can do that, but as Mario, it's like almost near impossible unless you're like an absolute god at this game, which I'm not. And just, yeah. Yeah, all I just do there is just take it a little bit safer compared to the first time. Just because I don't want to die. Because, you know, obviously dying is not a good thing at all. We'll be coming up to... So that was star 29, and we'll be coming up to the 30th star with the second Bowser Jr. fight. I think the second and last fight for this run specifically. This time, instead of like a specific big boss like Mega Leg, we end up just fighting his little Bowser Jr.'s own little ship that he uses. I believe this one's called Airship Armada. So right at the bat, we will be having these little cannons coming up. We'll be using that to fire off to a kind of somewhat later portion of the level, I believe. Let me just get it right over here. Okay, and then I grab onto this pole star just to make sure I don't go past. Nope. Okay. Yeah, sometimes if you try to like jump off of the pole stars there, they sometimes just don't work the way you want them to. Here we'll just crouch underneath like all this stuff. These little things here, you can well, you can actually like hit them with star beds and they'll like swing and whatnot, but they're not really that much of an obstacle outside of that. So, especially since you can just crouch underneath them. It's not too hard. So here we'll be going back to throwing shells, similar to the camel fight from earlier. I believe it's I believe it's 3 shells for this first section, and then yeah, I believe it's 3 shells for this first part. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm very I'm thinking a lot of things. Throwing a shell is not one of them. I think I tried the backflip. That's what I tried to do, but you can't backflip. You can do a side flip. Oh goodness. Oh god. That should hit it. Oh god. Okay, I'm just gonna play it safe. Oops, of course I hit the Magic Koopa. Okay, everything is going wrong. Oh my god. This is not how you're supposed to do this level. Okay, good. Yeah, that's not the best way to do that optimally. But it's whatever. At least we didn't die. That's the best part. So that's yet another, I believe that's the 4th Grand Star. So that's fine. So now we'll be going, we'll have access to, I believe, the bedroom, but we'll hold that off for a little bit. I believe it's been a while since we checked the donations, so if there's any, you can name them off.
Okay, let me just refresh real fast to make sure. We have not received any donations, but feel free to donate right now. So we are supporting 3 different charities, being the Trevor Project, Save the Children, and 350.org. The Trevor Project is a non-profit organization that focuses on suicide prevention among the LGBTQ+ community. Save the Children focuses on improving the lives of children through better education, healthcare, and economical opportunities, as well as providing emergency aid in natural disasters and other conflicts. And then 350.org is an international environmental organization addressing the climate crisis. Its stated goal is to end the use of fossil fuels and transition to renewable energy by building a global grassroots movement. So make sure to donate using that link below, and also all bits and subscriptions goes towards these three charities as well.
Alrighty. So I moved on to this one here in the fountain. This is a second one-off galaxy that they have for this level. This is Hurry Scurry, and it's a very straightforward level here. Basically, these platforms, if you step on them, they end up disappearing after a few seconds. As you can see there. And then here we just collect a bunch of like musical notes in order to you know, unlock the star. Yeah. It's a very straightforward level. And then here we just ground pounds the star. I used to like just wait on the platform that I was last on before like landing onto that one. Oh, oopsie. I think I made a slight miscalculation of my route. That might be bad. I'm gonna have to back out here and go to Toad because I forgot to talk to him, and that is important for the route. I am hoping that I can still do this next one. Yeah, I was supposed to do this. I was wondering why I was like so far ahead. I got like such a big gold, and then I remembered that I didn't talk to Toad here. So now I actually just go straight back to the fountain, because we were supposed to find him there in Battle Rock. But yeah, I believe it's in Battle Rock 1 that we end up finding him. He's underneath where the first star, where the main star is for Battle Rock 1. So yeah, I made a very dumb mistake. I have done that before though, so I mean, it's not too bad. It's not like it's something I haven't done before, but it's whatever. Here is, if you notice there, it has like that was a green instead of like white around that secret star thing. That's because Luigi finds like a green star, and green stars end up actually working to allow you to unlock trials later on. Okay, there we go. I got it. Did it faster than the first attempt, but still lost a lot of time. But yeah, the green stars are only just available for collecting collecting enough to unlock the trials, which are kind of like the 3 motion control levels I did earlier: the Bubble Breeze, Loop De Loop, and Rolling Greens. Those ones, those are all repeated in the trials, except with like harder levels. But obviously, that's only in like 120 star, so it's not really useful in this run. So this is basically the exact same thing as Battle Rock 1, except we have to clear the cage that has Luigi. Just for safety, even though I'm not supposed to really collect stars here. I just collect star bits here, I just collect them anyways, just for safety. Yeah, you really won't have, if you just collect like star bits in every level, you won't really, you'll have like less of a star bit shortage and more of like a just star bit overload, my bad. But it'll be a bit of a, because it's like you have a lot of star bits, but you kind of wasted a lot of time grabbing them. Oh goodness. Okay, I should go underneath. Yeah, also the gravity when you're underneath stuff like this, especially when you're oh my god. Especially when you're like going underneath while still holding oh my, when you're holding a specific direction, when you start that, it kinda messes with it a bit. Okay, this should be good this time. that almost hit the pole again. So I'm losing a bit of time here because I kind of messed up the bolt bill bull lines there, but it's all right. Yeah. So yeah, now we'll actually be able to go to the bedroom this time. There's a little bit of a little small time save to get there from this spot specifically. That'll probably just show just in a minute once all this text box is done. So we go over here and just walk along this. And boom, we're already over to where the bedroom is. Bedroom, is it? I think it's this one, right? Yeah. Okay. I just gotta make sure I pick like the right galaxy. So this is a Freeze Flame Galaxy, which is a galaxy that combines both like fire and ice planets, basically. First one basically the first and second ones. First one is ice. Second one is fire, lava, and then the third one is a mix of both. And one fun thing about the ice physics here is you can skate on ice, and it actually has it is actually pretty fun to mess around with it, especially since you can long jump when spinning. Nope. Oopsie. Oh, that's not. Okay, yeah, that's I usually catch it spinning a lot earlier, but kind of messed that up with going alongside that edge. So yeah, this one is mostly movement based outside of the boss fight at the end. We climb up here. And then we actually get access to our first little, oh, it's over here. We actually get over to the, little ice flower. Mostly because the only way to get up here is by standing on that with Ice Mario, and that freezes the water, and if you don't have the ice flower, you're just gonna like fall straight through. So here, this boss fight is like fairly simple because you end up shaking to kind of make it fall down to the ground. And if you don't, oh, okay, if you don't jump when he like lands on the ground, then you end up getting like frozen, and that kind of just leaves you stuck in place for a little bit. Just kind of annoying. So yeah, that's just another little pretty speedy mini boss, I guess. That's basically like the best way to explain bosses like that. They're basically just mini bosses. I didn't notice I actually picked up a coin, but that's fine. Actually, wait, no. No, I remember it from the wall jump. I totally have good memory. So this next one has quite a few little gravity skips that you can do. Because now we'll be focused on the lava aspect, fire planets here. Though first we start off on this little ice disc. Interesting thing about like doing this, when you hit something with the spin on ice, if you let go of the stick, oops. If you let go of the stick and like leave it in neutral once you hit that, Mario just stays in place basically, and that's good because we kind of have to those little star chips are kind of on a timer from when you can pick them up from when you like hit the crystal to when you can actually pick them up. So we just wait that out a bit by just waiting stationary. Otherwise, like you can kind of just turn around, but that's turn around is like Ice Mario while skating on ice is kind of a little jank. So there'll be long jumping over here. It literally just yeah. Oh goodness. The gravity stuff in this game is kind of weird in a way. So we get Fire Mario. Unfortunately, we can't walk over fire, but what we can do is kind of stay a lot longer in air by just spamming like spin to throw the fireballs. And like that basically ends up being a lot faster. Especially like with that one, you're supposed to like kind of go over moving platforms and then time the spin throws to hit those little pillars or the torches. So we're gonna go to this one here. We could do this comet here, but instead we go straight to Gusty Garden Galaxy, which has probably one of the best songs in this game. Unfortunately, if you ever upload runs to this game on YouTube, the Gusty Gardens, the song that plays for Gusty Gardens is, likes to get copyright claimed a lot, which kind of sucks. But, nonetheless, you know, music's still good. So here we have little flowers that we can go off of here. And we hold on to this while going through the winds. We can spin to raise up, just to make sure we can actually keep going. Oh, that was weird. It just kept me in place there. You can collect these little coins, and they give you a bunch of star bits. Optimally, I think you would not want to really pick them up because apparently they kind of lag the game, but if you're kind of like me and want to just pick up stars whenever. Okay. If you just want to like pick up star bits whenever, you can just like collect those and just do it easily. So yeah, there oh wait, I've forgotten that's not the right one. It's this side, isn't it? Okay, yeah, that's the right one. I'm dumb. Because I tried to do the triple jump strat, but I didn't really want to spend too much time messing about with it. Also, actually, this is actually a good spot to collect a bunch of star bits. If you want any like extra star bits here, you can actually just use these for when you're getting this bunny. I'll attempt to get this with a long jump first try. Nice, that was good. If I missed them, I would have tried to like shoot a bunch of star bits at the bunny, and like every time you hit the bunny, it just slows down. And I missed the long jump to the star. Very nice. But yeah. I initially thought that long jump was kind of inconsistent at one point, but then actually if you just do it at the right time, if you just know when to do it, it's very easy to get it like every time. Now we actually go back to Freeze Flame because the Comet Cycle gets rid of the Comet. And here we have the other little, the third star here that we do here. It's, like I said, it's a mixture of fire and ice stuff. So here you're supposed to kind of skate along this area, but instead you can just do that and go over to the other side. This next section kinda, I really don't like this section based on the fact that it's pretty tough trying to, because there's a fire flower that we have to pick up here from this other side of the planet, but like every the fire flower is on a time limit, and if I don't reach the like torches in time, I have to go back to it. So I hope nothing goes wrong. But no, my luck, everything will go wrong. Okay, this should be fine. This camera is very weird in that section. Okay, yeah. Did that with no issues, luckily. There are times where I mess up that wall jump and then I end up just having to wait out, attempt to like rush the rest of it. Or I just I either like attempt to rush the rest of it, or I just say why not and just wait out the timer and wait for the next fire flower to come by. So here we're just skating across these like little platforms here. Just making sure that we pick up these little ice flowers, because if we don't, we're just gonna run out of time when we do them. So yeah, once again, like with like the ice flower and just the overall with the ice flower plus the general ice like physics that you can do in this game, like that movement can be like incredibly satisfying to do correctly. We'll come back to Freeze Flame again, as there's a comet there. The next star we do here for Gusty Gardens will have a comet on this next star that we do here. And then once we do that, the comet will be in the cycle, but we have to like follow the route just to make sure everything is good. So once again, we're just going through here and just going along these little flowers. I'm just gonna ignore that, because there's not really anything useful you get from those, to be honest. Not I can remember. So here we have these little these I forget if they're like, so we got these enemies here where we actually have to just ground pound them and then kill them once they get out of the ground. There's 3 on this one. I kind of lose track of where they are sometimes. Okay, there's one there. Where's the 3rd one? Oh. It's all good. So yeah, oh, okay. Okay, note to self, don't do that. Don't do the long jump there. And obviously the reason why we end up having to do that is because there's a boss that is basically the same thing, except, with just a little bit harder, except not really. It's really not that much harder, to be honest. So yeah, we use these little stumps to just get all these little worms out into these little apples, because yes, that's a thing that exists in here. And there, you're supposed to hit another stump, but you can triple jump up there. It's easy. Now here I probably should add more star bits though, because you can use star bits to stun I think it's Major Burrows, I believe that's what he's called. You're able to stun him with star bits when you hit him like that. Well, after that, like there, you don't really need to use star bits, but afterwards, in these ones here, once you hit them out of the ground, you can actually just shoot him while he's running away and kind of stuns him a bit. Though, Normally you would probably just need only just like one star bit to hit him. And here, and then there, like, there's a little sneaky two-parter there for that phase. Which is a thing a lot of Mario bosses do, I've noticed. They really like doing that. So we'll be going back to Freeze Flame again for 2 more stars. We'll be doing a secret one and then the comet when it appears. The secret one is also pretty straightforward. We start from Freeze Flame 1. Oh, the cursor wasn't on the screen. We just start here, we repeat the start of this level. That's definitely not a good movement, but that's okay. Okay, yeah, that was a lot better than Freeze Flame 1 split. That's fine. So, the secret is, if you see, I don't know if you saw that up there, there's like a little sling star over there. We end up using that in order to get to the secret. We end up just doing this normally until here, where I just go over here. Normally you're supposed to use the ice flower here, but you can just triple jump, or no, backflip and spin. I believe you can triple jump, but it's not really as good. And here we have some, we end up using a fire flower. They have these little things here. Then we got the ice bats. If they touch you, they freeze you. It's pretty annoying. Instead here, we're supposed to also destroy another snowman, I guess, with the fire flower. But I hope you love. But you end up having little backflip climbs. It's really fun to actually like mess around with these at times. Okay, this one. Okay. That was pretty smooth. But yeah, just a bunch of like backflip spins and wall jumps and whatnot. You can easily climb up places like that. Yeah. And we're staying in Freeze Flame one more time for the comet here, where we just do another Cosmic Mario race. Except this time it's over the little ice thing that we did, the ice and lava thing that we did for Freeze Flame 3. Except now for this one, it's all ice. Which doesn't really make a difference besides the fact that, you know, if you run out of, if you don't have Ice Mario, you're fine. Actually no. There's not even, you don't even have an ice flower anyways for this one because it's all ice. Yeah. This one I'm not going to do the little boost I did on Honey Hive, just for safety. So yeah, it's basically the same thing as, actually one difference here is that there was little moving platforms, but there isn't now. That was fine. I think the biggest difference between skating with like or the one difference I've noticed with like spinning with regular Mario and then like using Ice Flower is with Ice Flower you just end up doing a very short spin, I guess. you end up just doing a lot shorter spin, and it doesn't really help you as much as, say, if you don't have the Ice Flower and spin. But for something like that star, having the Ice Flower and spinning after doing like little long jumps and whatnot, it actually helps a little bit. Because regular Mario, you kind of have momentum cut a little bit. So we're on to the Gussie Garden story. I'm gonna collect all these little coins here. I need them for a secret star later, but I'm just gonna collect these just for fun. But yeah, these ones, these coins allow you to get a. Actually, no. Yeah, these coins allow you to get a star power up here. And what you're supposed to do for this one, for the secret star, is that golden chain jump over there. That's what you're supposed to destroy with the Star Mario power-up. But since I am doing the regular 3-star, I'm gonna do that later. So here we have some gravity shenanigans here. Oh. I was not expecting that, to be honest. No, come back. No! I'm just gonna stand there. Yeah, when you're going over the side, the controls get kind of finicky. Especially if, there's times where I just randomly, I'm holding the specific direction, and for some reason the game just makes me spin in a circle for no reason. I almost hit that, that would've been bad. What? Okay, alright, alrighty then. That makes total sense. But yeah, we bring these little flip switches back. I'm just picking up that coin for safety. Again? Really? I love just accidentally hitting the Goombas. It's very cool. So yeah, these little balls here definitely will, like... Oh, I almost hit that one above. Yeah, these definitely have the opportunity to, like, kill you pretty easily off the edge if you're not careful. Which is kind of why, like, I took it a little bit safe and didn't really do any crazy movement. So the Major Bros fight we did here a little while ago, we actually ended up doing it again for a comment this time. So we just do the same fight, just with 1 HP. But it's definitely easy if you know what you're doing. But I will say that there are some bosses later on that have the Daredevil comets that are actually pretty difficult. Just we don't do them in any percent, in 120 we do. But they are like in much later in the game than, like, say, these ones. So yeah, there's not really much to go off of on this one. Besides, you know, playing it just slightly easier. Even though I kinda already did play it safe the first time around. Okay. Yeah, I keep collecting star bits here because these are pretty easy star bits to collect. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to where he was coming from. Nice one. Use a lot more star bits than I needed to, but it's okay. Overall, the amount of star bits I kind of need for the last, like, little Hungry Luma later on is 600. I believe I'm almost about to go past 600 now in total. I believe. I think I just barely golded on that split. That's very funny. So yeah, and then once again we're going back here to Gusty Garden, the secret for Gusty Garden, which is out on the third one, which I mentioned earlier. So we just destroyed the golden chomp with the Rainbow Mario power-up. I think one interesting thing it's like there's like it's called, I think, Rainbow Star in this game, and not like Power Star, which is usually called in some other Mario games. But yeah, so we end up collecting that one. Okay, didn't miss that. Nice one. Yeah, I think after this point I can probably stop collecting star bits outside of a few specific levels. There are probably some times where I'm going to accidentally collect the star bits because I'm not really paying attention. I can't jump into it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing about the rainbow power-up, where you gain a lot of speed by just like running like that, and then if you jump you do like a weird like spin jump thing. Oh, I believe... oh, no, not yet. I believe we can access the Bowser level, but we'll be doing that right after this, this level here. This is Honeyclimb. So we come back to the B Mario outfit, except this time we have a whole level where we just climb on honeycombs. There's really only like one maker strat for this, and it's kind of hard for me to do because I have to face upwards while also holding neutral, and then spin in and jump. But it's kind of finicky. I can attempt it now just to see what it's like. Let me just do it off the edge and... oh wait, hold on. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, that actually worked somehow. Yeah, that's the strat I'm talking about. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I'm kind of bad at getting it consistently, just because I kind of start holding forward whenever I jump. Here's a bit of a riskier part. I'm gonna take it as safe, just because these meteors are very dangerous. Yeah. I feel like you can do the strat there, but it's a lot more dangerous because you might accidentally hit something else. Meteor. Let me try this again. Wait, hold on. Okay. That's fine. You are supposed to kind of chain those a bit though, but it's kind of it's fun to mess around with if you actually know how to do it. It's just like you jump and then just like spin in while on the honeycomb, and then just like hold jump and then just mash spin to keep it going. And that's basically it for that level. This run has been decent so far. I've been like red for like almost the entire run, but it's nothing too bad. I've been about like consistently about a minute and a half to about like 2 minutes red behind like my PB. But I mean, this is a marathon, so it's nothing like too much to worry about. It is going like pretty well for a marathon, especially with the kind of strats I'm doing. So we end up having our second Bowser fight here. There isn't a death warp like the first Bowser level, unfortunately, but we basically just do this mostly casually. I'll attempt to try and do some of the little little skips for the Bowser fight, I guess. Yeah, we got a little antimatter here, I believe it's called. Then we also have gravity here, which like gravity sections where you have to. Whoops. Here, wait. Hold on, I'm trying to. Okay, what? Okay, I should have probably just done this normally. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, these little anti-gravity things, if you touch them at all, you end up getting like kind of sucked into it and dying. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I'm dumb. I'm just getting way ahead of myself. At least it's not as bad as the death I had in my PB in this level. My level, I just like kind of went way too ahead of myself. Now, I'm getting way ahead of myself again. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna be safe about it. There we go. And then I'm just gonna wait until this moves. Get like some momentum. So that little this area up here, which changes like gravity, depending on what direction it's facing. Okay. I was mostly like focusing here just to make sure I don't end up dying. But I think I had one death here where I got ahead of myself and I tried to like see here, I go here and then go here, go off to the spot so I'm facing up without falling into the dark matter. I tried to get ahead of myself and went over to the spot where you're supposed to go when this faces up, when it was still facing right, and I fell and died. So it was dumb, but at least I'm not making that same mistake, to be honest. It's good to at least like remember like when not to do dumb stuff like that. Here, we're just collecting a couple coins here. And here, you're supposed to destroy these little crystals with Lumas in them. Oh, okay, that would have been bad. You're supposed to destroy those crystals with Lumas, and then they build platforms up there, but you can just backflip over there. Almost forgot about the text boxes. So this one's a little tougher than the first one, but we actually have a new move that Bowser uses. So he does these little jumps again, like he normally does. Oh, I did that way too early. He's gonna do it again, isn't he? Okay, yeah. Now that's what I was supposed to do, is spin him out of that little spin. I believe it's a dark spin. I think that's what it's called. Just picking a coin up for health. So you're supposed to like hit that in order to like end the spin a little bit earlier. I am bad. Now this time I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna do those dark matter things, the dark spins, just because he does 2 of them in a row, I believe. Okay, Bowser, no. Yeah, that was a bad angle for him to stop running. So I'm gonna attempt to hit his tail when he's doing the fireball thing, so that he stops doing the fireballs. And then run away from him when he's doing the dark spins. I believe that this should be the end of it here soon. End of this fight. I almost missed that one, surprisingly. Very fun. Yeah, basically like the Bowser fights, the only way you can really speed him up is by having him like end some of his attacks earlier than normal. which is what I tried to do with the work spins and those fireball attacks. I think earlier I tried to skip them in the first Bowser fight by just hitting them while like going underneath, but I couldn't really do that. But with that one, since he actually turns, you can actually hit his tail and it works like that pretty easily. And that is the second Bowser fight complete. We got one more later on at the very end. Goodness. I believe I forget how many stars. I believe pretty soon it'll tell me how many stars there will be left until the final Bowser fight. Because I think once you beat that one, it will tell you on that little circle where you start in the hub world. It just shows you like the number that you need to fight against Bowser. Okay, I need about 16 more. And because of how many stars we have ahead of time, we actually have 3 galaxies unlocked in the engine room, which is the next one we're going to. So we go back here. Oh, I was about to go back because I heard the mail tow thing, but that's much later. I mean, I could have done it then, but it doesn't really make too much of a difference. It just like, you know, it's not like you don't really lose time, but you don't really save any time either. Okay. So we have 3 straight stars on Gold Leaf here. And I guess at this point, the devs kind of ran out of ideas for levels. So this first part that we're on is literally just the honey hive, except flipped. But because that's very fun. So here we're going to be doing another little slope climb, if I can actually climb up. And we're going to be collecting some sling star chips. Oh, that was weird. I did that way earlier than normal, but it's fine. That's not supposed to happen. I'm going to make sure I collect a bunch of stars, because I'm supposed to get the star from a bunny. And that bunny kind of gave me trouble last time I tried to do that star. Nice. I could do a backflip there instead of triple jump, but you know, it's fine. And then we do this. Okay. Yeah, I believe I think there's a way that you can get up here without having to use that little sling star, but it's pretty tough to actually deal with. As Mario. As Luigi, it's a lot easier. There's definitely a bunch of skips in this game that are a lot easier if you're Luigi because of the jump height being a major factor. I'm gonna attempt... Let me see something. Oh, I'm dumb. I had it right in the bag. Okay, yeah, it's whatever. I had that right in the bag, but I wasn't moving because I'm very smart. I almost forgot where the star was too. Sometimes when you're on like a circular planet like that, sometimes you might get lost in where where things are. Like, it's a little annoying. So now we have a second star. We bring back the Cataquax from the Beach Bowl Secret Star. Except it's a level, like, it's another level that's like a star that's based entirely around using the Cataquax to get up pretty higher. There are like a couple, like, there is like one skip that I can like do that I don't need to use a Cataquac on, but it's very hard because I have to use going around the side of a planet, and that is very annoying for me. So here, our first Cataquack. I almost hit that. That would have been bad. So here, we'll be letting this Cataquack... Okay, not yet. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Come on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we bring that over there. You're supposed to get into that little sling star and go around the other... part, but I'd rather not do that. Hold on, wait. Okay, cool. I think I usually tried to do like a triple jump there. So here I'm doing this normally. This is the one I was like alluding to for a skip, but it's, like I said, annoying to deal with. Quack to just not get stuck on the hedges. Cataquacks can... They can just flip you up when you're doing... We got two of them. Uh-oh.
Yeah, your stream keeps just buffering. Delay now. It just keeps loading for a couple seconds.
That's not good. That works, I guess. Let's go. No, that's weird. I don't see any, like, frames on with the stream.
Your thing is like loading, but the actual
I see.
but even if you don't see frame drops, I don't know.
Sure.
We could be very behind right now, maybe.
so bad that we just end up not using it at all in this level, even though you're intended to. So instead of like using spring power, we actually do some pretty cool platforming to circumvent that. Spring will come out like later. Whoops. Okay, there we go. So we do that little long jump there in order to not have to go around. So that coin there, that's what spawns the spring power up, and also there too. But you know, we don't need that. Who needs like really bad like power ups? Oh goodness. No need to use like a really bad power up when you just have the ability to just backflip and climb up like these walls instead. Yeah, Spring Mario is really bad because the movement is very slow. It's just very slow, and you're also like susceptible to just being hit very easily by like, say like the enemies that have that spit out like the beams or whatever. Those can like easily hit you as Spring Mario. I mean, they can still easily hit you in general, but with Spring Mario, it's just like way worse. Here we just do a long jump over here instead of having to climb down. Now we do a very fun trick. Because we're not using Spring Mario, we are gonna do this trick, which I believe is called Armpit Skip. Because we climb up this arm of the robot here. I had to focus there a little bit. Because okay. Here, we just destroy that with, destroy all those with ground pounds. You're supposed to go inside there, but as long as you destroy all those, they just automatically get destroyed. I don't exactly know how much time that saves if you just land on the outside there. Yeah, that was pretty solid for the most part. Yeah, I'm almost about to hit like 1,000 star bits, even though I really don't need that. Need that many. I just need 600. I'm at over 900. But you know, just for fun. Not taking it like incredibly too seriously with the star bit route. So here we have another cosmic race, or I believe this is the third one we do. There's a fourth and final one coming up a little later. But here we just end up doing some fun here. There is a way that you can skip like there's a tree that you can use. And then like you can skip all the way to where the star is. But I am bad at that skip, mainly because it's kind of difficult. Okay, yeah. And we just do that. Yeah, this is the platform that we would have had done if we did the regular Gold Leaf 3 stuff. Blame it on Mario. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not the one that's bad. Mario is bad. It's all Mario's fault that that I suck at some strats. He told me not because I'm bad. Kappa. Yeah. I think the main issue with that tree thing that was mentioned is like I said, there's a bunch of strats that are way easier with Luigi than Mario. That tree one is definitely one of them. It's very interesting trying to do some of the harder strats as Mario. So here we starting off the first Sea Slide star. Basically we just follow around this we follow around and get all these little rings here and just follow him the whole time. It's really nothing too special. Chances are maybe one of the last times we can do this. If there's any donations or any mentions of the charities we're having donations go to, please do so.
We've had no further donations, but if you would like to donate, you can use !donate, which I will do right now. And once again, the 3 charities that we are supporting are the Trevor Project, Save the Children, and $350. The Trevor Project is a non-profit organization that focuses on suicide prevention among the LGBTQ+ community. Save the Children focuses on improving the lives of children through better education, healthcare, and economical opportunities, as well as providing emergency aid in natural disasters and other conflicts. And 350.org is an international environmental organization addressing the climate crisis. Its stated goal is to end the use of fossil fuels and transition to renewable energy by building a global grassroots movement. So make sure to donate, and also all bits and subscriptions to the stream goes towards those charities.
Great. So we just finished up Sea Slide 1 there. Nothing really too, like I said, nothing too special was going on there. Not really anything special that goes on Sea Slide in this game, in this category, to be honest. Oh yeah, yeah. Sometimes I decide. Oh wait, I'm choosing the wrong star. Oopsie. I'm supposed to choose Toy Time for this one. My bad. I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, sometimes I just throw the shell. Usually just throw the shell to get rid of it so I can go faster. But sometimes, depending on who you're aiming at, you'll just end up just decking like a penguin in the face, something like that. So yeah, we got this little level here. Some people might remember, if they ever played this casually, they might remember this more, that little Mario layout, that little 8-bit Mario thing, more for a purple coin star later on in the post-game. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we got another starship route here. Just making sure I go the correct way. Oopsie. I'm kind of doing this out of order. Oh goodness. I forgot that those can go up onto the springs. That's interesting. Can I? Thank you. And then we got one last thing here on the screw, and then we have to get the one that's at the top of that there. And then that the Hungry Luma will actually be coming back to that in a little bit for the Secret Star, I believe, because that one will also give us a comet later on. So here you have a bunch of platforms that will, well, these green ones obviously they disappear, but these yellow ones end up like spinning, rotating once you touch them. So sometimes it makes platforming just a little bit tougher. Especially if you're doing this much later for like purple coin stars. Like, I will admit that the purple one is kind of tough if you don't exactly know what you're doing. As long as you like know to leave some platforms, like don't like get rid of lots of platforms, you should be fine. And there one, you just do like a kind of circle motion for the chips here. the silver stars. $9.99. Let's go. So, so we have the second sea slide star. So we were basically just going around the entire map with a shell, and we're doing it again. But this time it's in a race against other penguins. Very exciting stuff goes on in this galaxy. Very exciting stuff. Okay, I really need to stop collecting star bits. I really am. I have more than enough. Oh, come on, talk to the penguin. So yeah, we end up racing against these four penguins. Almost at 5. Here we just spin. Yeah, here we just keep mashing spin until we get the shell, and then we just cruise through. That's mainly like the beginner way of doing it. If you say know how to do this strat called surface swimming, kind of like straightaways, they don't really have any major. Doesn't really keep going up and down. You can like swim at the top of the water basically. Not with a shell, but just keep like spinning with spin ability. And you just keep spinning that, and you'll actually go like pretty fast. But it's a little annoying to set up. Doesn't really matter if you're Mario or Luigi. It's kind of set up the same way. You do like a couple like spins and whatnot into the. Keep like mash and spin until you're level with the top of the water. And then when you mash, you kind of just do like an instant like spin and whatnot. No, thank you. I don't want more star bits. 113. That's pretty decent. I'm not entirely sure what constitutes what's exactly a good time for something like that. We're gonna go back to Sea Slide for one more time, because of a comet. And we got our last cosmic comet here. And basically it's just the exact same thing as the past 2 stars, just, you know, with Cosmic Mario racing. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't really pay attention too much to where Cosmic Mario goes, I believe he doesn't really go in the water too much. I believe he, at least Cosmic Mario. Cosmic Luigi actually has a bit of a, like, the route for Cosmic Luigi is a bit different compared to Mario. Like, the Cosmic Luigi will actually do, like, routes that are a lot quicker than, you know, just like that. Yeah, here we just collect stuff, collect a shell again and just keep going. I'll definitely want to get those. Yeah, the worst thing about having like a controller, like a pro controller, is that like it's kind of hard for me to properly get rid of make sure I get rid of star bits, or not collect as many star bits. Yeah, that one's a little close. Just a little close. It's a little tight at the end, but otherwise it's not too bad. As long as, like, as Mario, as long as you're taking the shell, you'll be fine. Now we go back to the toy time and we do the secret star. And this is where we go to the Hungry Luma and the second star. And one thing to note is that secret stars, they don't really show up on the menu there unless you complete all 3 main stars. That was I almost slid off there. That would have been dumb. I believe I need 50. And I sure do have enough. That sure is 50. Oh my god, where... The gravity, please. Actually, wait a minute. I'm very... Oh no, it's up here. I'm very dumb. Whatever. Sometimes when you're like doing a long run like this, you kind of just space out and forget exactly where things are. Especially when you're like near the tail end of it. So here we have a similar thing that we did, I'm just gonna take the save. We had a similar thing, similar little blocks that are used for the the beach ball stuff. Except now we have to take get these little switches, and we get to do this yet again. We get to do this twice because we're doing a comet literally right after this, and it's a fast foe. Oop, I saw the inside of that box. Very fun. Yeah, those little things there, the little platforms with the spikes. It's a little annoying to try and avoid them at times, because it's especially annoying when like you're trying to not get hit by them, and then you hit them anyways. I had like one time where I got hit by that on flip switch and died like right at the beginning. It's very fun. Oh yeah, that exists too. Those can still damage you even after the thing stops moving. It's very fun. Very fun stuff. So we don't really have too much going on for the remaining of Engine Room. So we got the Comet coming up here, and then the Secret Star for Gold Leaf.
How are you against PB?
About a minute 21 green now. Mainly because late game was kind of shaky in my PB. Especially in the third Bowser level. I died like 5-6 times in the same area. So if I don't die in those areas, that's easy time save over PB.
Even more.
Yeah. Absolutely massive. So here we just have more fast foe stuff. Once again, just taking it very easy, just to make sure that I don't get like hit by the glitched hitboxes for these. Because hitboxes definitely are jank with this one, with these little boxes. Because you could be like standing on like the outside of them, and then when they move, you'll get like squished for no reason. Very good game. Oh yeah, there's also these platforms here too that also go fast. But they're not too bad. Oh, okay. Please stop. Oh no. Okay, well I'm being dragged over. I'm being dragged over to the coin. That's good. Oh god. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait that out. Like I said, if you die on these ones, you start all over. So that's not good. Yeah, did that pretty poorly there, but it's okay. And it's like things like those ones seem to like be very easy to avoid, except not really sometimes. They do be like that. So we got the Gold Leaf Secret Star here, and then we'll be leaving the engine room and going straight to where the kitchen is. And then do another little slope climb here. Except this time we're gonna go all the way around this tree for a little bubble and musical notes. I'm a little bit above. Just playing a little safe here, just because I don't want to miss a music note. Pretty easy. I have had issues where I just like hit the top of this tree and it pops the bubble, which is kind of annoying. But as long as you're like not going above the star, you should be able to avoid having the bubble pops like that. Okay, now we're gonna go to the boy base galaxy in the kitchen. We're into the kitchen for a third time now. Oopsie. That's okay. That Hungry Luma there, we're definitely gonna be, that's the one that we're gonna have to give Starbits to later. So we got Boy Base here, which is like half water, half climbing, basically. The first section that we go in, we go and get a little bullet bill, or I don't think it's called a bullet bill. I think it's, I want to believe it was like something like a torpedo Ted or something like that. I think that's what they call it. Like just bullet bills but underwater.
Torpedo Ted.
If
I like the name of that if it's true.
Yeah. Hello? Oh, now, okay. So yeah, we just have this wall over here, and we just have this hit. We have it hit that, so that erases the rest of the level up there, so we can actually climb up. Whoops. Little jink. Let's climb up that. Okay, I probably didn't really need to wait that long for that, but that's okay. Chip route here. This is actually a pretty fun thing that we can do. As long as the swamp can actually come down. So when it comes up, new up. Okay, up. We just zoom up if we backflip off of Rising Thwomp. Pretty cool. And there, that's supposed to be there when the platforms are moving when you turn that screw, but it's slow. I'm gonna do some standard platform. I'm just gonna go around this edge since I'm not really good at standard platforming. Okay. We go to this one over here, and then go over here. This works just like that thing that sends out like electric shockwaves, except it spawns out like little mini top men. It's very interesting. Okay, I'm very good at avoiding those. And here we're just immediately ground pounding and then spamming swim the ghost story to the star. Okay. That is not the way you do that, but sure. I was expecting it to like actually keep me going straight to that star, but I guess not. And we're doing Boy Base again, except we're gonna be doing its secret star. And it was off, the secret is basically, it was to the right of where the, I guess, torpedo head, the torpedo, oh my god, torpedo head, where that spawns. You go to the right and there's like a glass little glass with a green pipe in it. Oh, also, there's bloopers in this, even though they don't really pose any challenge in this game in general. So here we get into the pipe. And the way these work underground is, or underwater. Okay, that was interesting. Those star bits followed me through the pipe. Aww, dude. That's not supposed to happen. Dude, come on. Why? Oh, man. I had that, like... This is dumb. Okay, there you go. There you go. It's not that hard. Yeah, it's a little tricky, I guess, to make the bolt bill go around that. Okay, so now we have about 2 stars left until we can access the final Bowser fight. So that's pretty cool. So here we'll be going straight out and giving the Hungry Luma some star bits here to access Drip Drop Galaxy. Where we just, it's basically the whole gimmick of that level is just go underwater and hit a bunch of eels with shells in order to get the star. So we got this Drip Drop Star here. It's pretty fast if you know what you're doing. I know kind of what I'm doing. I have to like long jump off of the shell at the start. So okay, that was a little off. This camera is kind of dumb. Oh, I didn't expect that to actually work. I didn't know that could happen. I didn't know actually just hitting them with the just colliding into them with the shell would work like that. Okay, where'd it go? Where's the second eel? Oh dear. Oh, found it. I think. Okay. I kind of just lost track of where that one was. Yeah, first and second one are pretty easy to come across, but the third one, like, if you're not, like, super fast, you'll probably lose track of where it is. Optimally, you'd want to destroy it next to that ship, where the star spawns. Okay, and we have one more star left before the final one, and it's a very easy one. Because it's a Luigi star. So we end up talking to Male Toad over here, and just give him the location of him being in Honey Hive. Then we go over here. There. Oh, no, that's good egg. I don't want to do that comment. Because that takes a lot longer. So you're in the one, and then we just do immediate, like, slope climb here. Just keep mashing spin. Really? Okay. I almost failed that again. Look, and I almost failed that one. I am so good. And now we have our 60th star of the run. And now we can go and fight Bowser for a third and final time. So this split is going to be very interesting. Because I think yesterday when I was doing my PvE for like practice, I ended up dying to the same spot 5-6 times before the actual Bowser fight. So yeah, this is definitely possible to PB because I have about nearly 4 minutes of time save compared to, like, my best is about 4 minutes faster than my PB time for this split. I'm only like 41 seconds green out of the last split though. But I wouldn't give hopes up too much though. So yeah, we just had this little cutscene here, just before we end up going to fight Bowser. Oh goodness.
Go, Mario.
One thing I'm noticed about some of these cutscenes in this game is that there's just random times where the characters just speak random lines, like there wasn't, it just says "Go, Mario," and then like there's other times where it's like they even have like subtitles for Bowser speaking, but it sounds like he's speaking just gibberish. So now we got this last section. It's basically just a test of what you've learned from the rest of the game, basically. For the most part. Let's get a good old one up for good luck. Hopefully I don't get hit by a firebar. Firebar in this section is kinda bad because of that gravity. Here I hope things go well. Long jump. Okay, good. So I can just go over there as is without having to do like a full loop around the planet. Here we do little ice trickery. Then we got sand here. There is a Dusty Dunes Galaxy, but we... Okay. Yeah, I can totally salvage this. Very good. Well, there's, well, that's not the part I died in PV, but, yeah. Oh. Oh, this is actually worse. It starts me back to where the lava planet was. That's not good.
Oh.
I'm very good at this game. Okay. I could probably just take this quicksand part safer. Like there's a like quick little Okay, there we go. Now this next section should give me a checkpoint. Here comes the part where I actually ended up dying a lot because I'm so good. Luckily I do have full health here, so I can actually damage boost through these fire bars. I was about to say I almost didn't even need the damage boost. Now this part, this bullet bill section is it's painful. Okay, so what I do here... Oh god. That was very close to being crushed. That would have been really bad. I'm mainly just focusing here, to be completely honest.
Understandable.
Especially since if I die, it will send me back to where those little platforms, the little spawn and platform area is. And it is very easy to get hit by these bullet bills if you're not paying attention. Okay, good. Okay, that's the last part before the fight. So, only died once, which is an improvement, but not in the same spot as last time. Yeah, unfortunately, no sub 3 this run, but it'll happen soon at some point. So here, once you get past that part, I just triggers the thing for them to just do that. And just for safety, I just decided to take the little power mushroom there. It gives me 3 extra hit points. I don't exactly need it for this fight, but it makes it a lot safer. Because if I like die, I get sent back to like the start of this fight, I'm pretty sure. Though to be fair, this fight, I mean, if you've gotten used to like the first and second fights, this one isn't really that hard. Let me angle. I'm just positioning correctly so I can, Okay, good. Just position correctly. Okay, and I stay here. So there you can actually just hit him out of those little rock spins. As long as Bowser's head is facing towards you when you spin. Okay, good. And then you use these little bulbs, I believe bulbs, to hit him. Okay. Okay. I wanted to get that one behind him before he spun, but that's fine. Usually the fastest way is just to hit him with the bulbs right before he finishes the fireballs and does the rollouts. Okay, I'm gonna intentionally take a hit here, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it speeds up if you, speeds up his attacks if you do that. I think. Not too sure. He almost missed that. That would have sucked. Luckily, it's very lenient on where he lands. So you could be like just on the outside. Oh, yeah, I missed those. I missed the tail completely. Look at me just dodge all the fireballs. I'm a pro.
Pro game?
Okay. The chances are maybe intentionally taking a hit actually doesn't really save that much time, but who knows. And boom, there's the last hit there, and then we'll be almost good to go here. Oh goodness. Okay, so timing will be coming up as soon as I grab the Grand Star. But luckily, yeah, this is gonna be about roughly a 4-minute PB. 2 days in a row, 2 PBs. Let's go. In time.
GG.
GG's. Beaten that, I believe I've beaten that, estimate time by like, what, 26, or no, 36 minutes? Something. Mostly
Yep,
because
35 minutes and 39 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Pretty nice. So honestly, that was a for a marathon run. That was a pretty decent. Like the earlier stuff, definitely could have gone a lot better. Like some of the skips, like in the Mega Leg fight, the Space Chunk skips, stuff like that. Those could have definitely gone a lot better. Mainly because I just didn't want to waste too much time on them. But nonetheless, I saved a bunch of time in like later game. The late game is definitely where it shined for the PB. Oh, luckily we do have our next runner up in chat. Next runner. However, we still have a bunch of time before next run. And then there's all these like credits here. So if I can't really think of anything to showcase here post run, so I guess if we can have our little, because I've heard that we might have a little bit of a backup run right after this.
Yep. As I actually said, we have a different challenger before Spruce. Ooh. Ooh.
A new challenger approaches.
A new challenger approaches. Who could it be? Don't look at the volunteers. I mean, what? I mean, no.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, this was fun doing this run. I'm surprised I actually like explained a lot of stuff a lot better than I was like really expecting, to be honest. But yeah. First like marathon run, even if it's like a very small one, it's still went pretty well. So yeah, whenever we're ready to switch over, then I'll be good.
And thanks for watching Super Mario Galaxy. Any %.